Okay, so let's just shift in our feet a little bit to the front and to the rear, just at a nice slow pace, just to actually sense what the weight in the feet feels like. What does it feel like? It's snowing already, October. So I want to feel what it feels like to have my weight to the rear, feel what it feels like to have my weight to the front. I already think I know what it is because I know what that idea is, but I want to actually feel it. Do I have any concerns when I get to the edge, either front or back? Do things tighten up? Do I have something tighten up in my mind before my body? Can I not really tell the difference, but sort of generally things got a little tense? And kind of using that awareness, I want to kind of find myself centered, front to back. And we're going to inhale and bend the knees. Just a little bend is good. And then unbend the knees just a bit and exhale. Inhale, bend the knees. And exhale, unbend the knees. Inhale and exhale. That's it. Inhale, exhale, inhale. So I'm just coming into relationship with the feet, remembering what the ground feels like. And meanwhile, I'm consciously inviting the air into the body, the breath, sea breeze. So what we want to be doing in Tai Chi Chuan is having a continual breath, a continual movement of the body, a soft, slow movement of the body. Often in meditation, we want to try and forget the body or ignore the body, or certainly not use the body, and then sort of attain a quiet, calm mental space. And in Tai Chi, we want to do something very similar, but without forgetting the body, without taking the body out of the equation. So we're looking for soft and slow. So we're going to put the left hand on the lower center, and I'm going to hold the right arm out in a gesture that works for you. So you don't have to follow me. Just take a gesture that suggests your mood, right? Just, yeah, whatever it happens to be. So I kind of feel the relationship between settled and quiet and still, and engaged, but still settled, still quiet, relatively quiet. Right? And you probably have a sense of what this meaning is already.
No, I don't.
You probably do. You may not.
How do you figure it out?
Pay attention, listen, and it might not have a meaning, but you might be able to invest it with a meaning, right? And that's not right or wrong, but it's available to you. And what I want to do is just shift, and I want to shift from the level of my body where my hand is touching my body. So I'm going to shift to one side. So I feel like I shift from there, and then I'll shift to the center. I'm going to shift again, and then I want to kind of feel like I rebound to the center. So like if you put something into a bowl, it rolls to the bottom of the bowl. So I kind of feel like here I'm moving myself to the edge of the bowl, and then when I release, it just kind of falls back to the center, the bottom of the bowl. So there's a sense of a receptivity, a reservoir. So I can shift and turn. And when I stop doing that, I just kind of find my center. I can shift without turning. I can shift to the rear of the foot or to the front of the foot. And then when I don't hold myself there, I find my body return to centeredness, to settledness, to quietude. So now we're going to coordinate it with the breath. So I'm going to exhale and shift. And then inhale, return to center. If you need to change the gesture, like it's getting tired, you can change it. Exhale. And inhale, return to center. What we're trying to do is we're trying to sync and link the idea of inhalation with rest and centeredness. So that eventually we can do this in a couple moments. You know, like when somebody cuts you off in traffic or somebody raises their voice to you or something like that. So I'm just trying to teach myself that the being finds center on its own. This is something that we learn in Taoism, that the rebalancing of the world is a natural function of the world. And the body is an expression of that world that also naturally returns. Even though here I have a gesture, something that takes some work for me to keep doing. If now you feel like you have something you would like to express, you can change your gesture to match that. Whatever that might be, doesn't matter. And we'll continue with the left hand on the center. Exhale. And then centered. And this time we're going to do a little tidal shifting. So once we return to center, we'll do it the next time. So I exhale, and then I'm going to step my foot anywhere you want. And then inhale and pass center to the other side. So the high tide on the other side of the world. And then back to center. And we'll talk you through that again. So exhale, step. And then we inhale, we go to center, and then the momentum takes us to the other coast. Maybe we pause, maybe we kind of roll. So like I picture like a cherry in the bowl, kind of rolling from rim to rim and then settling. Or a cookie, maybe I should have said cookie. I don't know why I have cookies on my mind, but I love this class. Good. Exhale, and inhale, past the center. So now, when our inhalation takes us past the center, we can continue to recognize that even though we pass center, like a pendulum slowing down, we do return to center. So even if we overshoot it, I'm still on my way to it. So the tide is either rising or falling, but it's always moving to slack tide. So we can step backwards, we can step to the side, we can step to the forward position, wherever you like. And my left hand is on my center to remind me that the breathing finds its way to my lower body, and my shifting occurs from my lower center. It's very easy to move from our heart or from our head and kind of lean, because that's where I'm going. I'm in a hurry. That's what I care about. Right? So nice Tai Chi stepping is moving from the center, whereas my heart stepping, which is towards the cookies, looks like that. Right? So the hand here serves to support the center, serves to direct the breath, and just remind the whole system, Here's where I'm breathing to, here's where I'm breathing from, here's where I'm shifting from, here's where I'm turning from, here's where I'm returning to, here's where I'm settling. So let's just come back to our center here. We'll kind of finish it up here. So we all have an idea of what infinity means, right? But we can't grasp it, but we kind of know. I know what you mean by infinity. Yeah? So the direction you're facing, which is more or less west, is infinitely available. As far as you were to head in the direction you're facing, there's more of this, or more of nothing, or more space, or more potential. As far as you can go. And if you were to go the direction I'm facing, which is east, you could go just as far. Infinite, right? So here I am, inhaling, and then exhaling, each time returning to center, reminding myself of center. And if you were to think where your left hand reaches when you raise it, right, so over to the south, there is infinite availability of southness to your left. Like to your left is forever, eternally distant. Just as to your north, to the right, goes on forever, infinite. Yeah? Here your hands are rising. Above us is infinity, right? A forever direction, forever availability. Inhale through the nose, and then beneath our feet, even though we feel the earth there, through the entirety of the earth, and then on to the other side, there's a sky, a night sky, beyond which is infinite in that direction of below and beneath. So if, as we breathe, and we stay settled in our legs, continually aware of our center, and if each direction spreads out infinitely from the place that you are you not the center of the universe? Is it not true that you're in the very center? Wherever you go, each one of us. This, of course, is not a lesson in haughtiness. Yeah, you weren't getting it right. You're like, I feel self-important. But just to kind of consider that even if you step to your left, there's still infinite to your right. And even though you've subtracted one step from the left in what's available, there's still infinite to your left. Thus, you are in the middle. And what I'm relating to here is the center of this being, which could be a model for the universe, with every breath, with every thought, with every step, with every turn. And then we'll expand out from that center. So in Tai Chi, we're always considering this lower center that we think of as being here. And we're turning from there, shifting from there, expressing ourselves. Every Tai Chi move that you see is begun in that place. So now I'm just practicing this sort of dance of expression from my lower center. It's called the Sea of Qi in Chinese, like an ocean of energy. Good. And then we'll just finish with a few moments of quiet awareness on that center. And you'll probably feel your mind offer up ideas now, kind of interrupting the quiet presence. Because no matter how old you get, your mind is a toddler with very little social awareness and always pestering you for something, never satisfied, always making a mess of things. And what we're looking here is to have a couple quiet moments of reflective presence in our center, the center of our universe. Okay. Whew. How do you feel?
Thank you for that.
Feel okay?
Well, no, my arms are not used to going up like that, so
Yeah.
they're hurting a little
A little
bit.
tired, yeah. Yeah.
Yep, they do get tired. Well,
It's nice to get them exercised in a gentle way, but they'll definitely tell you, like, this is asking a little bit, yeah. Usually people watch Tai Chi from the outside and they think that won't tire me at all.
Well, I've never seen it. I've been
Yeah.
honest. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
That was nice. Thank
Oh,
you
I'm so glad you could join us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ella.
That's why I feel a little bit.
Ella.